Sorry, let's bring it one by one. No, this is it. Let's bring it in. It's loading already. This is it. Let's load it. No, I'm not transforming because I still want to bring this in. Let's load this. We can still go back and transform later. So it's loading. Yeah. Oh, this error. So let's come back again. Let's bring this. Yes, this is the table. Let's load it.
So it's good to be loading it one by one, not loading as a folder.
No, no, we are bringing this one by one. We are bringing it one by one.
Is it the best of practice?
The yeah, the answer is relative. I would explain. I'm coming. Okay.
Sorry, are you opening them one by one, or
I'm
I'm not
bringing
quite.
it one by one.
I'm bringing it one by one. Okay.
I'm bringing it one by one. So I brought everything in. So what was this rubbish? So this is everything. And don't forget, we need to do some transformation, some preparation, and that can be done with our Power BI. Sorry, our Power Query. So I can always go back to my Power Query. I can click on transform data, yeah, or I just go to one of those data, right click and click on edit query. I can do any of those two. So I can come here.
It's the same thing with the loading of the file now.
No, 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 no. The one we loaded before was still there. I can delete that. Yeah, this is what we have now. You understand? The one we did before, that one was still there. That was why we had that one. So let's see. Let's do some preparation. Let's do some cleaning. So let's go column by column. The branch, Ibadan, Ikoyi, Lekki, Gbagada, Surulere. That's okay. Longitude and latitude, okay. Then
So sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Just to be clear. So what you've just done now is take each of them brought each of them in one by one, one by
yes,
one, one by
yes,
one.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So and the manager, we have them Michael Arowolo, Anolo Apolgiton, Ariotope, Ukemamazi, Larry, Ajadi. There's nothing wrong with this. Let's go to the next table. We have the date. Let's check if the date has the date format. Okay, it's in the date format. Can you see the date format is checked? So I'll leave it. So target. This is the target. This should be in numbers, decimal number, which is okay. And you can put it as a whole number too, which is okay. So decimal number is okay for me. So sales, SN number. Do we need this? The first thing I need to do is that let's come here. Now, do we need this? I don't think this is needed, right? The SN number, the I don't really think it's needed for me. So then I can delete that. You can decide to leave it if you want to. So I want to remove the column. Column 9 and column 10 is not needed for me. can decide to delete those two because there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Um, let's see. You can decide to remove duplicates. Okay, I release some duplicates. Let's remove duplicates. Okay. So I've removed duplicates. What again can I do? The date column is it actually in a date format? Yes, it is. It's in a date format. The branch. I think everything is sorted. Let's see. Gbagada, Ibadan, Ikoyi, Lekki, Surulere. So now because it is only bringing out only the first 1000 rows and we have a lot, that's why I said the list may be incomplete. So if I click on load more, this is load more. I think someone asked that question last week. It's going to go through everything that is inside that data set, and this is for everybody. So this is the pizza. We have the pizza types. Everything is here. I don't think there's any problem with this. Let's click on OK. Then the price. Price. I don't think they're selling. Okay, we have only three prices. Either it is 2,000, 3,000, or 4,000 naira. So I would want this to be whole number. Whole number, that's good. Quantity should be whole number, which is okay. Then the time. This is time and not date. So this should be time. Let's change it. Time.
Sorry, sir. I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know. This the columns. Are we supposed to like go to each of the columns and be clicking load more, all the columns one by one like that?
Yes. While you're doing it, you click on load more.
Okay. Okay. So if we don't do that, all the roads will not be complete.
Yes, it will not. Okay, let's say something like this. Let's say for the first 1,000 rows, Ikoyi did not show, and you open this. Definitely Ikoyi will not show here because it hasn't loaded for more than 1,000 rows. So if I click on load more,
Okay.
it's going to go through all the whole data set and see if you have any. Do you understand?
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, my brother. So just to be clear, for this one, so you just went through normal get Excel sheets and
Yes,
all
yes, yes.
to bring them all in. So is there a point where you will join them together, or it's just fine as you're working with them
No,
separately?
it's fine like this.
Or you don't need to connect them or something like
No, no, no. Do I need to bring the four tables together as one?
that. Something like yes.
No, no, no,
That
no.
was
That
what the
was that was
appending
what
was
we did
about.
last week. We did something on modeling last week where we connect them without joining them together. There's a way we connect them so they will work hand in hand. The four of them will work together.
Okay, so my own concern was where I was getting stuck with, where you had that challenge now of transforming the data, all of them together as a body. So I
No,
don't,
you
so
can't. You can't. I
I did
can't do
not
that
bother with that.
because okay. But one thing is I can't do that because this is date branch pizza sold. If I go to daily targets now, it's not starting with this. It's not starting with it's another data entirely. But if it is
Okay,
the same data now, let's assume it is the same data. It has date
okay.
branch pizza. Just that what is here is different, but it is the same data. I can decide to join them together. Do you understand?
I wouldn't mind if you were to show us just a short example of that one again, if you like,
Okay,
if
no
that's
problem. I
available.
think I think we've done something like that
Just a
before.
short example of how you happen you
Please
join.
just remind me before the end of the class so we'll
All
know.
right, I will. Okay, all right.
Hey, damn, we're taking our life, bro. Just let's continue. So this is the time. What was there before? I think if people didn't see what I did. So look at what was there before, and this should be showing time. It's showing the date and time together. So I want to see the time. The time. So I'll come here and I'll change it to this is date time. So I'll come here, I'll change it to time. Once I change it to time, we're going to have this. We are going to have this. And the time range, because they have two time ranges. They have did you see what happened now? I'll do it again. Can you see? The only
Yeah,
thing that is
yeah.
showing here is before 9 a.m. So when I clicked on load more, after 9 a.m. came out. Do you understand? So now I can see that I have after 9 a.m. and before 9 a.m. So this is before, because this is 8 hour and 35 seconds. So this is before 9 a.m. That's around 8 o'clock. So that's still before 9 a.m. Someone wants to ask a question. Okay, no question. Let's continue. So I think this is okay. Let me continue. So for my sales
Samuel,
target, yes, sir.
instead of changing that thing to time, wouldn't it have been better to separate it into date and then time? Because now
We have we
we've
have
like,
we have a date column already.
alright, okay then, I get you now.
Okay. Yes, there are cases where. Thank you for that question. There are cases where they will just give you date and time. They give you together. It's going to be date time. You understand? So you have to separate it. So there's going to be like a space or something. So you separate by the space. So your delimiter is going to be space. You've done something like that before. So you just find a way to separate it. So you have your date and your time separate. But because we have date already, so I don't want to stress myself with that. So I'll just bring that on the time. So this is the pizza and the sales target for the pizza. So this has worked. This is okay. I think we don't really need to do anything again. So let's go to our let's close and apply. So we can go to our BI. Okay. So the first thing I want to do now is I want to come to my modeling tab. So can you see automatically it was able to see some things, but that doesn't mean anything. Me, I will delete it. So I'll create my own. So I'll create my own. So these are all the four tables. I think we've done something on modeling before last week. So let's. It's not compulsory you arrange your own like this one. I'm just arranging. So I think the branch here and the branch here they are linked. Yes. Someone wants to join the class. So the pizza sold here and the pizza here they are linked. Then the date here and the day here they are linked. So now I can now start reviewing my connection. So I have one branch here. So one to many, which is correct. The pizza here, which is pizza and pizza sold. And the pizza here they are just one, they are many here. So that is one to many, which is okay. The days here are just unique and they are not unique here. So we have one to many. And I want my data to interact both ways. I want them to interact both ways. So I'll come here and change it to both. I think there is not all cases you change everything to both. And I explain cases where we don't need to change it to both. But I want for this our data, I want to change it to both because I want the interaction to go both ways. I want the interaction to go both ways. So I'll do that. So with this I'm done with my modeling. So now let's assume that the data set you want to work on has only one table. Sorry, the project you want to work on has only one table. Will you be doing modeling?
No.
Exactly. So there won't be any need of modeling. But if you have more than one table, obviously you need to connect your tables. So you need to do modeling. So I'm done with the modeling. You might be thinking all these things is simple. It's not as simple as this. It's because what we have here, I just have 2 hours to explain all this to you. So, but this is the basis of modeling.
Hello, sorry, just a quick question.
Okay.
Small diversion, please. The other project that we've worked on, like the when you close the tab and you open a new page and you want to find those ones that you've already worked on, where do you go to? Just
On Power
quickly.
BI, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's like the past project I've worked on.
Like yes, like the one we worked on. Yes. Where can I
This is
find them?
once you click on file,
Okay,
you
sir.
can see them here.
Okay,
These
all
are
right.
all I want. And
Okay.
even if you can't see them there, you just know you saved it. You saved
Yeah.
somewhere. So you can just go to your local, your file explorer and look for it. Then you open it from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So
But
now,
it's always automatically saved on the file.
yes, you can save it somewhere else too. You can decide to save it somewhere. Look at the save as. If I click save
Mm.
as, so I will choose where I want to save it to. So if I decide
No,
to
and I'm
save it
just asking that on file is always there permanently.
yes, so far you press Control S, you saved.
Okay.
Just like the normal Excel thing. So please hold, I'm coming. So let's continue. So I want to have something like this. Okay, we are done with the modeling. So let's start. So I want to start. Let me create a folder where I will have all my measures. Let's do that. I think someone should be there. So now let's start creating our measures. Let's go to our data set. Let's see what can we do. What are the measures we want to get? Sorry, this is our data. So I would want to get. I don't even have. I have the price. I have the quantity. I don't have the revenue generated. So we can decide to do that. A new column. Let's do the new column. So the new column is going to be called what? Revenue. Revenue, which is going to be equal to the price. The price. Sorry, times the quantity. Right? The price times quantity. Click on enter. So that has worked. That's worked already, which is okay. Revenue is there. So I would want to create measures around getting the total revenue throughout the sales. I want to get the total number of sales that was made, that is counting each of these, the total number. So I would want to get for other columns, I would want to get here, what can I get from here? The total number of managers is it needed. The total number of managers and total number of branches are going to be the same thing because each branch has its own manager. So the total number of branch and total number of manager is going to be the same. So 5. I can do a count of that too. Daily target. So I can do a sum of the whole daily targets too, which is something we'll be doing. Sales target, I can do a sum of all the sales targets. That is for each pizza that we have. The sales target for each pizza, I can have a sum. Then I can decide to get some things. Sorry, I can decide to get maybe the total sales for Lekki, the total sales for Surulere, the total sales for Bagada, total sales for Ibadan. Do you understand? I can do that too. So let's come here. Let's do for total revenue first. Total revenue. Come total revenue. Total revenue now. It's going to be the sum of the revenue column. Yes. Sum of the revenue column. So let's put our brackets. Enter. So another one I want to do, I'm creating my measures. Another thing I want to do is I have daily targets, so I can say the total daily targets, which is going to be the sum of, I think it's daily targets. Yes, daily targets. So I can click on this target. So I think I want to create a new measure for sales target, total sales target. Total sales target now. It's going to be the sum of sales sales target. Let's look for sales target. So sales target, yeah, sales target. So it's another thing I want to do again. I want to create a new measure. I want to get okay, I hear me. I want to get
Yes, you can.
the total
Yes, we are hearing you.
the total sales for Lekki. So Lekki sales now is going to be um mm, Mrs. Perpetua. Which function am I going to use to get this Lekki sales?
Count rows.
No.
No, calculate. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Calculate. I'll be calling on people now. So everybody should get alerted. So I'm using calculate function. Calculate. Please and please, we must get all of this. So calculate. So what's going to be the expression? Lekki sales. The expression is going to be what? Mrs.
Total
Total what? Someone is talking
sales.
already.
Total
Just
sales.
calculate.
No, not total. We use total revenue. So don't forget.
Sorry,
We
total
use that.
revenue.
Yeah, total revenue. Total revenue. Where the
Comma
branch, comma,
branch comma
branch
equals open bracket Lekki
equals Lekki.
Lekki
Long. Lucky.
close.
Yes, Lekki. Then I'll fill it. So what I do is I'll copy this. I'll copy it. So in case I want to do for others, I'll just go there and paste instead of writing it from the beginning again. So if I want to do for Ibadan now. For Ibadan, I will paste control V. I copied it before. So I can just come in, write Ibadan sales. Ibadan, and here is going to be Ibadan. Yes, enter. That has worked. So I will do for Jagada too. In as much as I'm teaching you to understand, I'm teaching you how to be fast. So I hope you're getting it. Instead of Jagada, Jagada. Yes. I think you have you have two more.
Ikoyi,
Sule.
Ikoyi.
Okay, Ikoyi, thank you. So we have Ikoyi. 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 Yeah, Ikoyi. Then we have
Surulere.
yes, thank you. Sule. How many of us are from Sule here? Sule. Nobody's from Sule. I wanted to give you a gift here. No problem. Um, I think is there any other measure? If Paraventure will be needing any other measure, we can always go back and create. We can always go back. I think this is okay for now. Let's start. Let's start something. Let's get the first thing I want to get is I want to get the type of pizza sold, the type of pizza sold, and the sorry, and the amount that was made for each type. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So you can come here, go to your total revenue. So I want to know the total revenue that was generated for each of them. So this is the total revenue that was generated for each of them. So for barbecue, so let's arrange. So I think us pepperoni feast was the highest. They made around 400,000. Sorry, 4.2 million for us pepperoni feast. And I can decide to represent that on a chart. Yes, I'm representing that with a chart. Yes, this is okay. Yeah, yes. Let's have another one. Let's have the branches. Let's have the branch. The total revenue that was made for each branch. Yes. And let's have the sales target. Now, the reason why I'm comparing with the sales target is not a function of the branch, if you notice. So it's going to be the same outro. I'll explain again. It's not like let's come back to our data set. Sorry. Our branch data, our sales data, our target is a function of the date, that is the daily target, and the type of pizza that is being sold. So our branch is not a function of the target. Our branch is not a function of the target. Now the reason why I'm doing this is just to show us that okay, which branch is actually doing better when we are trying to compare in terms of the total target that we need to make. Now let me represent that and we'll see what I'm talking about. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The target is going to be the same thing. That is, the target is around 40 something million, 45 million or so. So I want to know which one is still trying to meet up, which one is like the highest when compared to the target that we are trying to get. So that's what I'm trying to do here. That is what I'm trying to do here. So you can decide to and one thing about your visualization is you can always be better. Some people can decide to do something like this. Some people can decide to do um and the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show like a percentage around this particular point. Some people can decide to not have this sales target here. You can decide to remove the sales target and have a sales target a sales target time and card such that when they type on Ikoyi, their target can always refer to this is what we have. So for Ikoyi now, they made a revenue of like 9 million out of the total 45 million. Tagada made 9 million. So Ibadan made 9 million, Lekki made 9 million, Surulere made 8.9 million. So you can see from there how the branches are doing. So another thing I want to check is let's see. I think I have it here. Okay, let's see how it is with the date. How the data are actually meeting up. We have um we have a daily target. Daily target. So let's have the days. These are the days. Let's have let's have the total revenue for each day. And let's have the target. Yes, this is the target for each day. So I can decide to depict that to the line chart. Let's see how it is. Hold on, I'm coming. Something is wrong somewhere. Hold on. On the x axis, I have the days. On the y axis, I have, let's have the total revenue. Yes, this is working. And total, yes, this is what I want to show you. This is it. So now, you may be thinking this is the revenue that was made, and this is the total daily target for each of those days, starting from December 3rd. We have 4th of December here, 5th of December, and everything. So now, what I'm trying to do now is looking at it from December 5 now. I can say from December 5 to like 9th of December. They didn't meet. They were above. They
Maybe
didn't meet
10.
their target. Sorry, 10. Sorry, 10th of December. They didn't meet. I can easily see that they didn't meet their target. Then from that 10th to let's say to 14, they met target. Then from here again, they didn't meet target. So I can easily see. Now, just view this as maybe something that is going within a very long period of time. Maybe you have this is going for like maybe 8 days or so. Is it 8 days? This is more than 8 days. December 3rd to 15th. This is like 12 days. Now let's say this is going for years. Now, this is the way it's actually the line chart is actually going to come out. So from there you can easily generate something. Like from here now to this particular point, it was below target. So they were actually making above the target from this point, which is actually okay. I can now say, okay, maybe from 10th of December to like 14th of December, you guys tried. I can easily see from here that, okay, you guys tried. But what happened, even if I want to query someone, I can now start querying them from, okay, what happened from like 4th of December to, I think, is there, or even if your client is saying, is there a day that they met target, that it was like almost the same thing as the target? And that is 6th of December, where the target was actually the same amount that was made. It's actually a day like that, and this is the day, 6th of December. The amount they made was the same target that they wanted to make. So that's something.
Please, a question, Mr. Ahmed.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, you said you were going to tell us about how to choose the right,
How to choose the
um,
right chart? Yes, 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 yes.
yes, the
And
right
that's
chart.
something we should have done. That's why I'm actually doing it. I'm doing it together with this because of the
Okay.
time
So
thing.
we'll know when to go for line
Yes.
charts or
So exactly. So
bar
now,
chart.
if I okay now, let me convert this back to the bar chart. Sorry, I'm coming. Coming. Yes. Now, if I've used this is actually still showing something, but it is not as it is not giving something like the line chart. The line chart is giving me more information because what? Date is a continuous data. Date is going. Do you understand? So you want to see, apart from seeing the magnitude of what you want to see, apart from seeing, okay, what has happened on the 3rd of December, I want to see the way it is as the date is going to. As the days are going, I
Okay.
want to see what
How
is
it
happening.
goes the flow up
Exactly.
and
The
down.
flow.
Okay.
So I want to see the trend of what is happening. So for continuous data, line charts are always very good. Do you understand? Line charts are always very good. So now look at this Ikoyi, Gbagada, Ibadan, Lekki, and I'm using a line chart for this. This is not working because Ikoyi is an entity on its own. Gbagada is an entity on its own. It's not like it is continuous. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So that is one thing. I would show you another one again. I will show you another one. Now look at this. The hot pepperoni, chicken, the type of pizza and their total revenue. What do you think would be good? for this. It's still going to be this. Do I need to use a line chart for this? No. If I want to show a single representation, just a single data, a single representation, what would I do? I would prefer to use a card, right? I would prefer to use a card. Something like this. Something like this that will show me
Yes,
maybe
yes.
the total revenue. Do you understand? Something like this. I don't want to put this on a line chart. Look at what it is showing. So this is better. So maybe you want to compare the prices between four things or something. Four things or I'm coming. Look at this. Okay, I'm coming. Look at pie chart. So now let me take a pie chart because a lot of I know people love pie charts, but I don't know the reason why they love it. Because if your entities are actually more than four or five, I don't think pie chart is actually conveying anything again. But this is it. Now look at this. I want to I want to have Ibadan, Ikoyi, Lekki, Surulere. I want to have these things, and I want to have this is okay, right? Look at what I have here. Now, looking at the chart, because the values of these things are actually very close, that's why I'm having this. But because this is not big enough, let's assume I'm having this is just four data set. I can easily see differences. Now let's assume I have something like this. I want to use something else. I don't want to use this. Pie chart is good when you have maybe two few number of entities. I want to have days. Yes. And the value is not going to be the total revenue. Now look at this. Is this really showing something?
No, it doesn't really make sense.
Do you understand now? It doesn't. It's not really
It's
showing
too
anything.
much.
Exactly, it is too much. Unlike having maybe two, three, four entities where you can easily see that okay, this is what this is saying, this is what this is saying. Now for this now, even I've seen data set that the color that it is depicting is actually there, but we can't see because what is actually showing is very small. Now look at this. On the 3rd of December, they made a sale of around 300,000. I think the total sales, all the sales, the lowest I have here is 350, and I think the highest, let's say, I think this the highest is around 370. Now let's assume that there's a sale that is around maybe on a particular day they made sales with let's say 20,000 naira. 20,000. That's going to be very very low. Showing that 20,000 naira on this chart, you won't see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You won't see
To
the
be
color
like a line.
because it's going to be like a line. It will not even show. Others would have packed it together. So the line chart will not really, sorry, the pie chart will not really convey your information. And that's why I said, you see, when you are doing all of this and you're trying to convey information, it is actually very good to use a chart that will easily convey your information. You that you are seeing it yourself, you can say, okay, this is the best I can use. We have a Jonas chart too. A Jonas chart is just like a pie chart that has a pie chart that has an hollow in between. It's almost like the same thing. So is it not still representing the same thing? Um, so you can actually play around with all of this. There are still a lot of charts, a lot of them. We have KPIs, we have a lot of things that we can use. So I think I've added I shed some light on that.
Yes.
Okay. So I think we've done something on this. Let's see what we can do again. I think we have yes, we have gauge. So now I want to see if we met target. Did we meet target in general? That is the total target that we have two targets. We have the sales target and we have the daily target. Did our revenue, the total money that we made, did it meet the target? Now, in showing that type of thing, which type of chart do you think we can use? to see if we met target or not. There's something called a gauge. Look at it here, a gauge. I use it when I want to, maybe we have a target we need to achieve. I prefer to use gauge, and it's always very good to use gauge. So now, what is the value we want? The value we want is the total revenue. That is our value, total revenue. So I bring the total revenue. Can you see? The total revenue is 47 million. Bam. So now I want to compare this total revenue to the total sales target. So I'll bring this total sales target. I need to bring this to the target value. Now, once you do that, you see a line, just like our speedometer for our car now. You see a line here. Now, this blue thing is for our total revenue. This line that it is showing is our target, which is 45 million. Now, this thing has passed that target. So this chart is showing me that the total revenue has passed our target. So now, what if I want to do for, and I want to do for us pepperoni? If I click on us pepperoni, I'm coming. I click on hot pepperoni now.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So far, so good. Well done. I just want to know if you look at this total revenue over showing the total revenue and the total sales target. I can see that the total revenue is 47 million, right?
Yes.
But at this rare end here, it's showing 90. Is it 95 million?
Okay. No,
What
no,
of
no.
it?
Okay, I
What of it?
understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Now, what it did was that, the 47 million is like, he is going to like bring your total, it's going to multiply the total by 2. Now, if the 47 million is around this point, let's assume that the 47 million is around this point. Hmm? There are cases where you want to say, okay, this is my highest. Look at it. We have spaces for the minimum value and the maximum value. There are places where you want to do that. There are places where you want to do that. You want to specify the highest. The lowest here is 0, and the highest here is 95 million, right? The highest here is 95 million. I can decide to still bring that total revenue as the maximum value. This is okay. So now, if I bring this as the maximum value, the highest I can have is 47 million. Because I'm saying that that is the highest that I want to have. But if I'm not doing that, if I'm saying, okay, my maximum is, I'm not putting anything as my maximum, it's going to double the value that you have, the one that you're putting as a value. Now we use total revenue as a value. It's going to double it here. Do you
Okay, but
understand?
for clarity, if you are looking
Yes,
at clarity now,
yes,
by
yes,
just
yes.
mere looking at it, the second option is it will show you 47. You now see that okay, the total is 47, and I mean the total revenue is 47, the total target. But for now,
It's
that
45.
95, that
The
95,
95 is when you have a range.
okay.
Do you understand? It's like a
Is it
range.
part of our range now?
It's just a range.
Okay,
It's
okay,
like something like this now. Look at this. There are cases where your ranges are from your data set. This one is not from our data. The 95 is not from our data because
okay,
we didn't
fine.
specify anything here. It's like this. Having this date column now, extending to January 14, and we don't have data for January 14. But this chart will stop here, right?
Oh,
But the date can continue, right?
okay, it's good.
Do you understand what I'm trying to pass across? So there are cases where you have your maximum and your minimum.
Mr. Ahmed,
Yes?
well done. Is it
Yes, ma'am.
that this gauge, is it that the highest is 95?
No.
Based on what
Okay, let me let,
you
okay,
said,
let's do something like this.
just,
Let me put it.
or is it like pie chart, like 360-degree, or is it something like that, like the gauge?
No. Let me do
Okay.
something like this. Let's see how Lekki makes target. Lekki. The highest that we can have is what? 47 million, right? 47 million. I want to see if Lekki, let me see what Lekki did. Look at what Lekki did. Lekki did 9 million out of 47 million, which is the total, right? The total is what? 47. I will start from 0 million to 47 million. I want to see the amount Lekki made. Lekki made how much? 9
Okay, that
million.
means if you're just checking the range, it will show you the
Exactly.
exact range. But if you are trying to check the total
The total now.
sales target,
Now,
it
that
now gives an automatic range.
exactly. Thank you. So now, if I'm no, I did for Lekki, the maximum that I can have, I already know that my total is
Talk is fine.
47 million, and I'm doing for Lekki. Lekki made 9 million. So the total I can have is 47. So 47 is going to be my maximum. Now I'm not doing for Lekki. I want to do for that maximum, that total revenue. That total revenue is my main thing now. What is going to be the maximum? The maximum is not something that we can easily say, okay, this is the maximum. So automatically, Power BI would now multiply that revenue by 2. You know, it is bringing it to the half points now. It's going to bring it to, it's around 47 point something. So 47 point something times 2 is around 95 million. So that is what it's going to do. It's going to bring it like times 2 because it's going to say, okay, you can't go beyond that. It's just like a range so that you'll be able to see your target. You can see a deep blue thing here. That is the target. So did it pass the target? Yes. So that is what I want to pass across to you. Did it pass the target? Yes. So now, what I'm trying to do now is you can decide. Some people will do something like this. Now, instead of having this, like, you can decide to do something like this. Let's bring this total revenue to as something like this. I can
This
decide
is
to do
more
this.
like it.
This is okay,
Hmm.
right? This is okay. This is okay. So now, let's now have a case where let's have the second one. Thank God. I love this. Let's have the second one. The second one. You know we have two targets now. We have
Hello,
daily target.
hello.
Yes, sir.
Can I make a statement here? Me, I think if we wipe out BI doubles it, in case we are updating our data, you understand?
Yes.
I think it will just update in that same gauge. For instance, when we have the additional revenue, you know, with additional time, the target will now go up, the revenue too will go up.
Yes,
You
yes, yes.
understand? Mm.
Yes. So now look at this. Look at this. For this one, we didn't meet target. For the daily target, can you see we didn't meet the target? This thing was not touching that deep blue thing. We didn't meet the target. But what did we do? Because do you prefer having it like this? Or like having something like this? Where I would easily see that it's not meeting the target. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying.
This one is
I think this one
preferable.
is
I can easily.
better.
Yeah, the second one is
Because
preferable.
because you can easily see that it is not meeting the target, right?
Yes.
So far I'm doing that for this, I want to do that for this too. You understand? My total revenue is not something I can easily say, okay, this is the highest total revenue I can make. It's just because we made 47 million. That's why you're assuming that that's why we know that it is 47 million. We can go beyond 47 million. Who is stopping us? It's just like you already have a data point. You have a data point of 47 million. So Power BI is picking a range for you. Okay, let's start from 0 and we end at 95. Since your own is 47. Do you understand? So with these two now, I can easily see that, okay, now I have my data points. I have everything here. So if I decide to click on hot pepperoni, look at this. Hot pepperoni, the target for hot pepperoni is 4 million. And the revenue that was made too was 4 million. So it was on the target. It was on the target. Gong, gong. So now let me click on another one. Okay, that one was 4 million. Now look at this. The target that was set for chicken suya pizza was 3 million. And the revenue that was made was what? 4 million. If you look at the range that we have now, because this is 4 million, the range that we have now is what? 0 to what? 8 million. It's just multiplying it by 2. Can you see? It's just changing. If I decide to do this, The target that was actually for extravaganza, the target was 1 million and they made 2 million. Nice. For Mitzah, the target was 2 million and they made 2 million. But it was, it is 2 point something million. That's why we still have this. By the time we put this as the call out value is not coming. Yes, I'm coming. I want to the call out value for this. Yes, can you see? This is around 1.6. So it's approximated to 2 million. So this is around 1.6. So it has approximated it. I'm coming. So for total revenue, the target is 2 million. 2 million. And I don't know the approximation for this. So this is going to be this divided by 2. So that's still around 1 point something. But this is actually higher. The revenue that was made was higher than what we have here. So this is exactly what I'm trying to. I don't know if I've passed the information. So let's continue. So let's, I don't know, is there any other chart to, this is, and we still have some of the, so let's, I want to, let's quickly do something. So let's start beautifying some of these things. I will not really go in depth though, because we've done something like this before, so you can actually do something yourself. So let me add. Let's centralize this. Mm, okay. Okay. I can start arranging now. Let's have this here. Let's have this here. Okay. So this is actually okay. So let's have I have the total revenue here. Yes. So, so I
What
have
about
it.
the Taki?
Yes, I would do that. Mhm. So So hold on, I'm coming. You can always do the arrangement of this later. I know you can. This is not really anything. This is the total sales for this. I'm not using the total sales, total revenue. I want to use the total sales target. Yes. For this one, it's going to be the. I'm not using total sales targets. I'm using total daily targets. Yes. Yeah, I want to put number of branches. We didn't create measure for number of branches. So let's create a measure for number of branches. So new measure. So I can say branches. Mr. Rio, so what is going to be the DAX for creating the number of branches?
Sorry, come again.
I want to create the number of branches. What do you think I should do?
Number of branches. It's a control.
Yeah?
Is it? Is it
Count
control?
rows.
Or
Yeah, we can use count rows for the branch data set. Yeah, that will work. Count rows. Count rows for the branch data, yeah. That will work. You can do distinct counts for the branch column too. So that will work too. So I have that already, so I can come here, remove this, click on branches 5, yes, because we have 5 branches. So what else? I think this is not needed. So let's delete this. So I'm coming here, total revenue. Let me put the comma. So these are the things we would. So this is for, let's put the comma too. Total daily sales target. Let's put the comma. So I can come to the call out value. This one. Yes. Why is this having, okay, it's having decimal. We'll sort that now. These are the things you'll be facing because it's having decimal. Let me have this one. It's also having decimal. So we come here, this is 2. So I'll take it back to 0.
Oh, Mr. Ahmed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I figured out there was, or maybe by chance anyway, There's another way that you can change or rather, yes, change the numbers, the format, that thing you did now.
Okay. Okay, there's another way we can do it, right?
Yes, from this visual side.
Yes, yes, it should. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm just doing it so that okay, there's a way
No,
you can
I think it's
from here.
simpler.
Yes, the call out value.
Mm,
So the
yes, auto.
decimals you can play around with it here. Yes.
Mm.
So I'm just showing you in case where you have
I couldn't
it's not
figure out that your own. I was looking for it, but by chance I saw the other one, and it was
okay.
easier.
That's it. That's it. Just to get the work done. And you can create this is it. And you can create you can decide to create a title. I know you can do that now. You can decide to create a title for it. And is this not okay? This is it. So any question? I didn't put title, I didn't put all of those things because I know you can do that. I don't know. Let me do it. So for this I would want to remove the label. I know we've done something like that before. Add the title. So the title is going to be total revenue. Total revenue, yes. Yes. The title for this is total sales target. The title for this is total daily target. The title for this is number of branches. And you can decide to start adding sliders too. Just do the arrangement about branches. Yes, this is okay. Then for this, I think I want to remove this. I want to do the same for this. The same for this. So yeah. Any question?
Like if we want to put a slicer for this, what do we choose?
Okay. It
Mm.
depends on what you want to. Now, what I did, I created a slicer on the last one. I created a slicer. Now look at the slicer I created. I created something like this.
Remember okay, not this one, the other one. That you did region and all.
So I created a slicer around the managers. Yes. So I don't want it like this. Mm, yeah, just something like this. So I created it something like this. This format thing. Yes. Something like this. So now this is the chart. And you want to see what Anoluwapo has done. So this is showing only for Anoluwapo. So this is telling me that the total revenue Anoluwapo made was 9.8 million. His total sales target and the total daily target is not changing because your manager or branch is not a function of the total target and the daily target. But this is the amount Anoluwapo made for each of the pizza types. Because Anoluwapo is the manager for Ikoyi, that's why we are having this. This is the amount Anoluwapo made concerning this. So this is the slicer. He wants to add the slicer. Have I answered your question?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So any other question? Nobody's asking question.
I think it's recorded.
Yes, yes, it is.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, the one thing I didn't catch was this. I think the slide at the top there where you have the managers, that's the slicer, right? I created
Yes, 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 the slicer.
from, sorry, from where? Sorry, my network was not very great at the time.
Look at it. There's a slicer button here. Look at it, slicer. So once I
Okay,
click on this, just click on manager and you can do some settings.
okay.
No, it's on the video, you'll see it there.
Like we can also
Sorry.
use location as a slicer, right?
Yes, you can decide to use location instead of using the manager.
Sorry, my slicer, it doesn't show tiles, only vertical and horizontal.
And you can go to the slicer settings. Just click on it. Come to the settings here. Slicer settings. Then you can change it. Change it to tile. Once you change it to tile, your tile now will be a function of your orientation. Some people's own might
My
be
tile
like
doesn't
this.
even my tile doesn't even show. I don't have that option.
Oh, maybe it's just a Power BI. Sorry. You just have to continue with your vertical list then.
Okay. So it's possible to have Power BI different version. You download one that has the one that doesn't have tile.
I think so. I think maybe it's just the. I don't know. I don't know why you don't have it. I can't really say this is the
Please,
issue.
can you check well? Because it happens to me till I discover it. You can discover that. I think you should have it.
You should have it now.
You
I
should
don't
have it.
know. I can't really say this is the reason why you're not having it.
Mr. Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
uh, no, I'm talking with the. Okay. What I'm saying is that this chart 2, if you convert it to this stack table chart, can we have a better outlook? Is it possible?
Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about
The
this?
Yes, the total revenue.
So what do you want to do with it? You want to change it to which one?
The stack, is it stack chart or what do they call it? The first one.
No, no, no. I'm coming. Sorry.
They call
This?
the other way.
Something like this.
No, the other way. The next one. Okay, okay.
These are the ones we have.
Yeah, something like this. Okay,
No, no, this is I don't really.
okay. It don't work like that.
No, no, no,
Okay. I was just thinking. So,
no. Okay. So any other question before we go to our assignment? Okay. Before we do that, let me open another instance and um, Mr. Abdurafik, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Ah, I think you've forgotten. I was asking any
I
question.
was I was about to pop the question when you.
Okay. So there is. Let's go to
Why do you
Excel.
always close that opening part where they have all the
I'm
requirements
used.
that
I'm used. I'm used to it, sir.
we have? Okay.
I'm used to it. Now I want to bring in a folder. Now don't forget this folder contains data sets that actually have the same format. So what I want to do is I want to combine them from the folder. So this look at them. So retailer, um, Costco, Target, Walgreens, and Walmart. If you open it, they have the same format. That is the same type of data. So you just let's open it. Yeah.
You did not select anyone. Oh.
Oh no, I want to use a folder. Let's use
Okay.
folder connect. Documents.
Okay.
Now look at this. These are the four of them. So I click on combine. So let's combine and transform first. Can you see it? So let's click on OK. Look at this. This is for the first table, Costco. Then we have Target. Then we have Walgreens. So it has combined the four. Have I answered you?
Yeah, you have. Actually, I didn't have a problem with this one. Actually, so it was the other one. I kept trying and it
It's
wouldn't
not
go.
for I don't think for others it's going to work because
Yeah, right.
they don't have the
Okay.
same.
Yeah, yeah. I get that.
Okay.
I get
Okay.
you.
Okay. Let me stop the recording.